What's up, everyone? Hope you can hear me out there. I already had one chatter. Tattoo Deaf Boy, thanks for checking out the intro. Hopefully you stick around for the whole show. Because tonight, it's pretty exciting, as if you can see up, whoa, where we are, right there. We are going to play some Super Mario World on the SNES Classic. So I'm going legit, like, purchase license thing here. I'm not doing pirates or ROMs or emulators or none of that stuff. So it's legit. As you know, if you've been watching us for a while, the very first episode that was shot on my iPad, horribly, some people have mentioned, but it was a pilot. The very first episode of the Weekly Dosage was myself just kind of unboxing the Super Nintendo Classic, the SNES, the SNES. What do you call it? SNES, SNES, Super Nintendo? Either way, it's all the same. We've all played one at some point in our lives. If you haven't, you're truly missing out. So we're going to play a game tonight, though, that is probably older than some of the viewers. This game tonight is 27 years old in the States and 28 years old in total, and it was released back in 1990-91 in Japan and North America, as well as other places. Became the big smash hit on the probably one of my favorite consoles, if not my favorite console, the Super Nintendo. So anyways, we're gonna jump in, share some memories, and just have some fun with some Super Mario World. So again, thank you all for joining us here. Let's get started. So as you can see, I've already played a little bit, but we're gonna start a new file for you guys so you get the full experience. For some of you, this might be really nostalgic. Some of you might have even played it yesterday. So welcome. This is Dinosaur Land. In this strange land, we find that Princess Toadstool is missing again. Looks like Bowser is at it again. Damn that Bowser. So we can start off here at Yoshi's house. It doesn't really do anything. It's not really level. And as you can see, there's no Yoshi here. Hello, sorry I'm not home, but I have gone to rescue my friends who were captured by Bowser, Yoshi. So let's go find him. So SNES all the way we have, woohoo, Super Mario World. I know some of you are pretty excited to see this. Some maybe, you're sick and tired of retro games. If you are in the wrong place, because that's what I fancy. Whoa, let's not die right off the bat. That would be highly embarrassing. So one of the newly introduced things is the little spin jump here in the game, as well as the visuals. Huge jump in visuals from Super Mario Bros. 3 to this, which was just released a couple years prior. Obviously, huge success. You can also store, if you see at the top there, the items. The spin here helps you, when you're big, to be able to break blocks like this, which allow for secrets in the level. Eventually they become a little bit more challenging than what we're doing here. It's easing you into the difficulty. For some, this might be quite challenging. Point of advice: you can hold an extra item in the box at the top of the screen. To use it, press the select button. So a little bit of tutorial again for those who don't know. Well, that was silly. I was ducked down, but okay. What's your favorite power-up in the franchise? Ah! Embarrassing. Nobody saw that, right? My favorite power-up has got to be the cape. So these little football dudes are a pain. You get enough of these stars, you get a free bonus level, or you can get free lives if you're good enough. It's a game of chance. So Rob says he'll be in the chat soon. Promised the boy to play some Super Mario 3D World. That's a good game, so I don't blame you for choosing that. So I am starting about 15 minutes early. I apologize if that's ruining anyone else's schedule here this evening. But if you are watching me, thank you. So I haven't mentioned yet, obviously, if you've seen my posts on Facebook, if you're watching that way, I'm part of the group Dose of Nerd Acumen. You can find us in almost every one of my shared posts. But we are on YouTube, we are on Twitch, we are on Instagram, and we are on Twitter. We also have a group page and a likable page, business page, here on Facebook if you're watching that way. So really just do a search for Doser of Net Acumen and you'll be able to find us. The links are in the description of this video on Facebook. But if you're already watching on YouTube or Twitch right now, you already know. Rob says I'm wrecking his whole night. I'm sorry. But your night will be saved with Super Mario 3D World. That is not an easy game either. Question is, have you beat it? Ah, there goes the other free life. I am doing awful. So we're going to encounter our first Yoshi. Hooray! I like making him eat the little fruits. So he gets different powers depending on what he swallows. Sounds somewhat... Andrea says that's what she said. I mean, does that work the same for you? Andrea's here with us. She has been under the weather with the flu, but so you haven't seen a Horizon Zero Dawn video in almost a month. She's still struggling to live, so maybe we'll see another video from her. Probably not, though. We're thinking about firing her. We have a group meeting on it. So, yay for Andrea. Rob says hi. Don't forget to mention our Twitter, where I link everything. Yeah, definitely check out our Twitter, nerd_acumen. Every time we post something, add to a playlist, and all of our streams, we post there first. So you can find us, or a way to find us will be there. So this first little section of Mario isn't too incredibly challenging, but it is fun, and then, again, it helps you get used to the controls. If you didn't have Yoshi there, you could use these blocks, which you can grab and then throw up. So, for me, I prefer using Yoshi. Just makes things a lot easier. So once we get to 100 of those stars in the top there next to the mushroom, again, we'll get the bonus level.
Rob is telling you to punch Yoshi.
Punch him. Rob Reynolds, hey, thanks for joining. How's it going, man? Yeah, there is the debate on whether or not Yoshi is being punched by Mario. So there was, who was it, PETA or somebody got all pissed off about it.
Are you kidding? That's
yeah, look at, like, is he punching him here? What do you guys think?
Looks like he is.
Is Mario abusive to animals or dinosaurs? So,
well,
I mean,
maybe Yoshi likes it. Maybe it's like a S&M type thing.
Wow. This is a kid's game.
Says the 30-something-year-old who's playing it.
I was a kid when this came out. I was 5, so it's a piece of my life history in gaming. I definitely played this a lot. I had this on the Super that I played a ton. Star Fox, I played a lot. Rob should know about Star Fox. Donkey punching Yoshi, so rude. A donkey raping shit eater, isn't that what you said last night on the stream?
Whoa.
It's from South Park, it's okay. I must admit, like, using the Super Nintendo controller on this, a whole lot easier. It gives the authentic experience than using a PlayStation controller. Not that I'd use that to play this game for any reason, but as you can see, authentic. It's legit. Yeah, my son's back there watching planes talking to the movie. That's what he wanted to watch tonight. So. Love Star Fox. That is what you said last night, Rob. So we have 2 Robs in the stream tonight. So welcome, Rob Meet Rob. Knowing multiple Robs makes it easy for my son to remember who's who. Because he was calling everyone Rob for a while. Eric should know that.
One of his teachers at daycare's name is Rob, too.
One of his teachers is named Rob.
My son he was going to be the favorite because that's his favorite name.
Everyone is going to be named Rob. Even the tow truck driver, a couple months ago that was outside, he thought that it was Rob. So everyone is Rob. I had to rob him of the news that that was inaccurate. Oh! Yeah, I went there. So, alright, how are we going to do this? Oh, I guess I'll just do this. Oh, we're losing frame rate. Too much going on. Yes, that's even a thing on the SNES Classic that has, I don't even know how many gigs of RAM, but I know it has a decent amount of RAM in the thing. The Wimple Man. Yoshi is a masochist? I missed a chat. I have fond memories of playing this with my cousin. It was always my favorite as a kid. I'm not sure who said that. I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. So this is the first castle. Another cool thing is this right here. You can punch.
See, he is punching Yoshi.
He is not punching Yoshi.
Right in the back of the head.
He's not an angry plumber who constantly has his girlfriend leaving him for a guy that has a castle and more money than him. It's not a problem. Shoot up. Uh-oh. I think he's lost his binkies. Not yet. Wait for it. Patience. So we call it close encounter. Alright, first boss fight. Wish me luck. Wow. Oh. Which one is this one, Iggy?
I don't know.
I don't remember which one this one is. Everyone wishes they were Rob, which was me. So as you can see below, if you haven't yet, we do have a YouTube URL sub goal. What that means is we need 100 subscribers to our YouTube channel. Whether you create multiple YouTube channels or not to help us out, that's your call. You do you, but we won't be mad about it. All it takes is an email address, and sometimes even with one single email address, you can create multiple channels and subscribe to our channel. Anyways, we need 100 of them. So please help us out. We just want a custom URL. We don't want to be youtube.com/ because that's confusing. And I want to print out a business card.
Mikey says, the ceiling crusher's always reminding me of pie crust.
Ah, it does remind me of pie crust, yeah. Now I want pie. I'm not a big pie guy, though. Cherry pie's good. Apple pie's good. That's about it. Oh, we got the... Oh, stupid. That's so stupid. Get off Yoshi. God. There'll be others. Actually, I need that one because I need to fly to the end of the level. There's a secret in this one if you don't know. If I can do it the first time, I'll show you. No pressure. There's always pressure being on camera because I feel like I mess up when people watch me. Ah! If you didn't hit the yellow thing in the beginning that I went and did first, I wouldn't have been able to do this. There's always a secret to these that I haven't figured out. But I did okay. That wasn't terrible. I did okay. One of the best parts of the game here. You really get to flex the... Ah, messed it up. Didn't do half bad though. Alright, I won't bore you with coin collecting because there's another way for me to get a ton of lives later in the game. So, only 35 to go. Indeed. I know, I saw it in the thing. Only 35 to go. I don't wish I was Rob. That would make this relationship rather confusing. Get the hidden Tanuki suit. Wait a second. There's a Tanuki suit in this game that I don't know about? Did you see that unpause at perfect timing? That was luck. I love that you panicked for a second too. Like, oh no. Like, you're gonna die. Alright, so it's coming up the part that I need to get to. And I don't necessarily need. Okay. Alright, this dude's gonna piss me off while I'm trying to do this. Nope.
Oh god.
I know. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Got it! Cool. Oh, you're just screwing me. Man, I don't like that. I thought there was something I didn't know about this game. I'm sure there's things I don't know about this game, but something like that, I figured I would have known by now. That's pretty big. Bum, 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 bum. I hate underwater levels. I can't stress enough my disdain for them. So you just back there singing?
Mm-hmm.
He's in a mood. He really wanted to watch planes.
He needs his mood to be bedtime because he's going to be tired tomorrow.
Yeah. Party time for him. He doesn't care. Alright, where... Whatever. Got it. Okay. Underwater is the best? I don't know about that. Mr. What's that game? I've never heard of it. Oh. I was messing with you last night. Cheep Cheep's Jerks. Who the fuck thought Cheep Cheep was a good name for a fish? It's because they're cheap. Cheep Cheep. I don't know. I don't know why they're that name. Couldn't tell you. But I am not going to do well as Little Mario in this one. So you may witness my first death. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. He's just having a party. Whoa, got a haircut. There's a way to get out of here too, much faster. I watch a lot of speedruns of this game, and some of the stuff they do is quite amazing. I don't have the confidence to, well, or skill, to attempt anything like that on stream. So I need to go up though. I need the cape. So that's the other secret exit. There are 2 secret exits. It's one of them. Oops, missed it. Not the one I need though. That's alright. It's one of the two I need. So I need to go get a cape, which is this level. Yes. So after you've beaten a level, you can go into them and then exit them. It's a good way to get specific items that you're looking for without having to try to survive a level for it. So all I needed was 2 feathers for the cape, because ultimately I need to fly up, I believe, in this ghost house, because that unlocks the other secret. I gotta be cautious. I don't want to lose the cape, even though I have a backup. Still don't want to lose it. The game tries to trick you to take another item that you don't need. So as you can see, no door. Other secret. However, with this one, I do have to fight a boss. Oh. Messed that up. Ah, yikes.
You are not doing well, my friend.
Ah, nope, I trapped myself. That was stupid. First death. That's alright. We know how to get easily to him, though, so. Does one. Now we got sneezes forever on this stream. Thanks for that.
Sorry.
Alright, let's try again to maybe beat King Boo there. I'll try not to get a boo-boo. You get it? That hurt. A boo-boo. So has anyone ever beaten this game that's watching? How far have you gotten this game? It can be pretty long if you're looking to complete everything 100%. And challenging. A lot of secrets, a lot of different paths. But definitely not an easy game by any means. Mario in general, like, at first it's always like, oh, this isn't so bad, and then you're like, F this game, and you're wanting to break your controller in half. Or it's just me. Alright, let's try this again. You just gotta have patience with it. That's all. Just take my time. Never beat it. Used to play shit out of this. Max stars. Actually, first Goomba on the first Mario has to kill more players. You know, that makes sense. Because people just don't know really what to do. You don't have access to my brother's SNES enough to try. I believe Rob has this emulator on his Pi. He has a Pi. Maybe? Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. So let's continue. Let's continue on this way. Let's do the normal. Alright, so I'm just trying to get to the end of the level here. Just gonna do the normal ending. He does not have a pie. You know, that surprises me. I bet he has all these somewhere, though. I can't imagine that he doesn't. So this is our first minigame. We got to our first 100 stars here. We did okay. Almost got them all. You like pie. This game is definitely a worthy one. It's a fulfilling game to beat. There's so many good levels. The music is by far just a perfect example of why the Super Nintendo was such a good system and such just a revolutionary step forward with the progress. That was silly. The progress of Nintendo. Obviously, we saw the continued evolution of that with the Nintendo 64 in the mid-90s. So there's a secret in this one as well. I gotta see if I can remember it. It's been a while. I might just do the normal ending and then come back, as I don't necessarily need this one right away. Is he back there partying?
I think he just didn't want to watch that movie.
Oh, he was over planes.
I think it's my time to head to bed.
Yeah,
Have fun.
I shall.
Love you.
Love you. Alright, this is one of the secrets. Favorite SNES game? That's an easy one because it's my favorite game of all time. That would be The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Hands down best game. And best Super Nintendo game. What about you guys? Favorite Super game? Or favorite game in general? Yikes, yikes, go, 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 go. That was silly. That's your favorite game too? It's so good. I played it last week on here. Got through the Light World on stream. So I made pretty good time. We only died a couple times. So we're making pretty good progress here tonight. Final Fantasy, Link Between Worlds, yes. Played and beat Link Between Worlds. Didn't get through the master, was it master mode or like basically the New Game Plus, right? I forgot what they called it in that. I didn't finish that, but I also just, it wasn't that it was difficult, I just didn't have the time. I moved on. For me, I have such a small window to play a game nowadays that if I'm not hooked to it and stay hooked to it, I tend to move on to something else. And it's difficult for me to come back to it. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI is solid. I feel like we've had that debate a few times though on the Final Fantasy games. You won't get me saying 6 is my favorite, but it's solid. Oh, dude, I've been there. Like, financial issues, totally been there. I had to sell some of my old systems, like 5 old systems and hundreds of games because of financial stuff a few years back. I was trying to not work full-time in a place and freelance with my video production company. and it was working out well. I did it for 2 years, but ultimately it just kept losing and losing money because a lot of the work I was doing was for free. And eventually I was like, somebody's got to hire me and pay me real money. And eventually no one did. I did a lot of cool internships. 89X was one of them, so I got to meet some cool bands, did stuff with the Riff, worked on some movie sets over the years. I actually earned some IMDb credits, so you could find me on IMDb. So again, like, it was a fun journey, but hardship definitely, ran rarely low on money. Alright, we're back. 26 here. Donkey Kong Country, that's another good one. I am going to play in the Classics Lounge, not soon, but coming up. I'm going to play the Donkey Kong Country games. Why? Because I want to lead up to playing Tropical Breeze or Freeze. They're putting it on the Switch. It was on the Wii U, but they're putting it on the Switch, and I want to kind of play that. I never got to really experience it. I only bought like 10 games for the Wii U. Not that it was a bad system, because I love it. I just, again, it wasn't one of those systems that I was putting a lot into. So another secret here for those who don't know. It's probably my favorite secret of the game. So I don't know if you guys know this one. This is my favorite. This secret behind the ghost house will help you a great deal. Little Mario's the best. My chat just caught up. Never played any of the... Rob, come on, dude. Rob Reynolds, how have you never played any of the Zelda games? With how long we've been friends? Like, we've been friends 20, like almost 25 years. How have you never played a Zelda game with me? That doesn't make sense. Coming home from school, sitting in the living room floor, playing Zelda. Yeah. Zelda, for me, that just adventure game, just it's escapism, right? So it's a way to get, you know, escape from the world. That's why I always liked Zelda. It was the first real adventure game that I got into. So the fun thing about this ghost house here, once you get Yoshi, or the secret behind the ghost house rather, you just keep getting 1-ups. You can keep stacking them up to 100. So if you're running low on lives, just come back here. Load it up PC to join the chat. There's an update for the Stream Deck. Okay. What's the update? Let's hit up Star Road. This is another cool area too, if you don't know about it. It's a secret area. So let's spend some time monkeying around with this. I gotta remember where to go. Ultimately, I don't want Yoshi, I don't think. Okay, there we go. There's a key. Oh, the Streamlabs OBS, oh, nice. Much overdue, I would say. So that's a good thing. So each of these star levels has a secret way to get through it, which unlocks the ability to go to the next section of the Star World ultimately. That was very close. Again, I hate underwater levels, so I always do terribly on them. So if I mess up, I'm sorry. Button mash, button mash, button mash. Whew, that fish wanted me. So another one down. Rob says, hi Kate, I miss your face. Just the face. It's a strange remark. I need to get up in the middle. No! Missed it. This one's frustrating. There we go. Oh, I swallowed the damn power. Ah! Alright, so there's another one down. Anything else would be inappropriate, sir. I mean, true. I mean, you can miss someone's, like, thumb if they're a gamer, because they're really good at games, so, like, you're just like, hey, your thumb is awesome and I miss it. Kind of deal. This one's a tricky one to get through. Let's see if I can get this first attempt. If I don't, I apologize. I'm out of practice with this game. I know what's coming up here. It's underneath. Oh. Oh, we had to sacrifice Yoshi, but we got it. You fixed the YouTube description. Thank you. Because that was wrong. I miss it being able to see mine. Dude, you can see my face every week along with my buddies here. We stream live every Friday night. And then you can see me every Wednesday night. It's also FaceTime, man. Just hit me up. But this should be familiar. We played games like this growing up. Oh, that was dumb. Ah, there's where I needed. That's where I needed to go. Let's try this again, shall we? Not enough momentum. And jump. This is going to be tricky. We can do it, though. I have faith. Gotta go just over to the left. Oh no, gonna die. Gonna die. You could have grabbed that shell and flown across. You had the best Yoshi the blue one. I know, I know. Whatever, though. No big deal. We could finish the game here. I think I'll save that towards the end of the stream. Let's continue on, shall we? Just normal progression through the game. Give you a little taste before we complete it out. Because I could complete the game right now. I think we're doing alright. What do you guys think? You guys enjoying the classic lounge? Seen some old games maybe you haven't played in a while. Maybe you have played recently. Alright, we'll exit this one normal. Yoshi's too scared to go in the ghost house, so he's gonna chill outside. Yikes, did not mean to do that. Go away, ghosts. Go away. Oh boy. That was close. Oh, this is the tricky one. I remember this one. And that ghost house. So for those of you, again, checking me out on Facebook here, I just want to say thank you for that. A lot of people have jumped in, jumped out. It's amazing how many people are checking this out. Appreciate you guys. If you're checking me out on YouTube, thank you. I see there are 5 of you right now. That's phenomenal. So more people on YouTube than Twitch, so thanks for that. It's really cool. If you're checking us out on Twitch, we do have reruns that we play from time to time during the day leading up to our streams, so be sure to check us out there. But all of our videos can be available on demand at any time. That means on our YouTube. So if you're already there, make sure you hit that sub button, check out our library of content, whether you have a favorite streamer out of all of us, or if you just enjoy watching everything, we have playlists broken down by each streamer as well as each game that we play. So you could be getting a variety of content. Gotta time this one right. Another pass and I'll go. I remember watching a guy do a speedrun. He did something in his ghost house where he slid like through the stairs or some nonsense. Yeah, he did. He slid through the stairs and didn't even have to go through the door. I watched that one as well. I didn't switch that, so somebody just switched that. Just FYI. Rob, if you want to switch that back, if you're in there. So somebody switched it on us. Yikes, not doing well this time. Yikes. Oh, epic fail. That's alright. Heh, 8. Pathetic. So we're almost to our next castle here. We're getting close. Purple ones generally are the ones you can go down. Just heads up for anyone wondering what ones to pick from. Slid right over it. So I'm a big fan of Mario. You've probably seen quite a bit of Mario stuff on our stream. You're actually going to see a special episode of the Weekly Dosage this week featuring Mario Zero, which is a sweet Portal mod of the original Mario game, as well as newly designed levels. So be sure to check that out. It's premiering on not only our Twitch at 9 o'clock, but our YouTube and our Facebook groups. They are posts pending right now for those things to go available for you to watch those videos, or that video rather. So make sure you stay tuned for Friday night for episode 23 Oh, yeah, 23 of the weekly dosage. That's insane. I'd have to update the source on OBS. Well, whatever, you guys saw. I'm not sure why that changed, but... So there's a trick in this one, too. And I just can't time it right ever. I've never been good at this trick to get up to the top. I'm not even going to try anymore because I'm going to fail. Yikes, doing miserably. There's a way to get right to the boss. I've done it once before. It's in that beginning section, but I die an awful lot attempting it. And I don't know if I necessarily want to keep dying on stream. Dry bones. So I don't know what happened to the chat, but they jumped around. I'm seeing some repeats. So if the chat is experiencing issues right now, I apologize. Oh! That was the shortcut and I messed that up. Patience. All right. So this guy runs up the wall and then like spins at you. I was going to try to beat him before he could do that. He stuns you. But whatever. So we're on the 9 o'clock hour now. So for all of you just joining, thank you very much for checking out my stream here. We're still going for a little bit here. We're going to try to get through as much of the game as we can in the time that I have. Generally, we in the streams around the hour, and I've been going now for about 45 minutes or so. So I might play for another 30, depending on if you guys are enjoying it and if I'm still feeling it, obviously. So things are going well. So I'm making some progress. We got 30 lives, so we got some to spare if we make mistakes, which is a good thing, because mistakes be had in Super Mario World. So this is another one that has secrets in it. Again, Mario, these games have so many secrets in them, which oftentimes leads to the, you know, just simple replayability of these games. So when you think about it, you're like, Mario, that's easy, just run to the right and jump. Well, no, there's a little bit more to it than that. Did not want to do that. Did not want to do that either. Ultimately, I need a shell. Well, I guess I could use Yoshi. Yep. Little secret. Get another one for you. You felt left out? Why'd you feel left out? What happened? So I don't know what happened to the... There you go. You're a secret wrapped in an enigma. What is happening right now? I feel like I'm missing the inside story here. So I need a feather to be able to get up through there. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Here we are. Sweet. The chat on the right screen is supposed to show all the chats from Facebook. You know, it was for a second there. It was showing all the chats, and now it's not, so I don't know what is happening and why it's doing the thing it's doing. Yikes. Did okay. Did better than the last one. Is there a chat on Facebook? There we go. Sorry about that. So I don't know if it'll reconnect me. So I am still live here. I hope, anyways. Well, am I back? Everyone hear me? Are we back? Live stream return. So I don't know if I'm back again or not. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up with the streams. I think a lot of the issue, if we're back live here, a lot of the issue has to do with the am I consistent? Like, is it still dropping? A lot of the issue has to do with an extender that we have with our router. We bought some shit thing that's like 30 bucks. It's supposed to extend the internet to the back of the house. It's garbage, pulls half the bandwidth. The other thing I've noticed when I'm running Facebook stream, we get issues with that. But if we're back here, let's keep going, huh? Sorry you're late. No, it's all right. Welcome to the stream, Miss Amanda. So you're just catching up. We're playing some Mario here, Super Mario World. We've had some hiccups with the stream. Conferences, huh? How'd that go? This office space on the extender. I mean, sure. I mean, it kind of works, but not really. not for what we need. I'm a little tired and Niece won't go to sleep. Make her watch Super Mario. That'll bore her and put her to sleep. Or she'll like gaming. So there was a trick that Speedrunner did in this one too. There's like various glitches. I wish I could recreate them, but I can't. I'm not that spectacular. But some of the stuff I've watched is it's pretty amazing that people figure out. If I could speedrun any game, this would probably be one of them, to be honest. I'd love to be better than I am at this game. PC load letter. What does that mean? What? Oh, the Super Mario movie. I have the movie. It's a piece of history. Much like the Wizard or whatever with Fred Savage. It's pieces of gaming history that we shouldn't be embarrassed by. But the Mario movie is not great. I'll put it this way for you, Rob. It's one of the best movies ever. I knew Rob was going to mention something. He was still watching. I was waiting for him. He actually, he bought me that movie, I believe. It's one of the ones I asked for. It's an important movie for gaming history again. But it's, again, not, like, if you're talking cinematography, history, and things of that sort, it's not good for that. But I don't think that's why anyone's watching it, though, to be honest. The Wizard finally, I haven't watched probably like... I mean, that's an old movie. Street Fighter, I have that movie. I actually had the video game on the Saturn, the Street Fighter the movie video game, where they had the realistic looking characters. Definitely had that. Ugh, tried to beat it. Failed. That's alright. Street Fighter. I mean, it's cheesy, but that's another one that, like, you enjoy it because it was dumb. It's like Mortal Kombat, the movie. Like, it's not great, but you grew up watching it. And it was one of those things like, oh, these are the characters I played, you know, with minimal graphic value that are live action now. And it was so cool to see at that age, at that time, because it was advanced at that time. It's stuff, it's one of the examples of things that don't hold up well. We had a conversation. Everyone's going to shit on me in 2 seconds here. I had a conversation about things holding up well, and I mentioned Space Jam. And everyone is really pissed about that. Speaking of piece of shit, a game based on the movie was based... Yeah, a movie... Yeah, a game based on a movie that was based on that game. Yes, indeed. But we were talking about Space Jam, and I said it's... For nostalgia, it's a good movie. Beyond that... It does not, I missed that mushroom. It does not hold up well. And it's a kid's movie too, so I mean, it's incredibly cheesy, and I own it, and again, I wouldn't shy away from watching it again and again, but I know there's no, like, see, I knew I was going to get hate on Space Jam, and my opinion is that it doesn't hold up, so We're all entitled to our own opinions. But that's just, you know, my stance on that film. It's not everything holds the test of time. But I mean, I could say that for a lot of my favorite, you know, movies growing up, that some hold the test of time, some do not. Ugh, just trying to get one more. Ah, you little bastard. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Virtual. You know, I'm not afraid to speak my opinion. I never have, never will be, so let the hate rain down. It's fine. I'm better as the bad guy anyways. And yes, Sonic Spinball. Yeah, not a good game. Not a good game. You're actually one of the only people that I found that says the game is good. Guess we're watching Space Jam, my friend. Jesus. I just watched it, honestly, a couple months ago. And like, again, it's not a bad movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying it doesn't hold up. And I guarantee the pure value for every one of you is nostalgia and the soundtrack. Beyond that, there is minimal value to that movie. Yikes. Define hold up. So yeah, I guess I should define hold up. So I guess it's hard to define it. For one, special effects again is another one. Things look bad. The yikes. So the acting, for example. I know that Michael Jordan's not an actor, or shouldn't have been. He's as much an actor as he was a baseball player. So in that regard, like, we look through things, we have a certain standard for what films are. And for one, the acting, special effects, the pacing of the story. It's just at the time we had different expectations. It's much like how everyone has a standard now for what a superhero movie was. Back in the early 2000s, there wasn't really much that set the standard. Now everyone, if you're not Marvel and if you're DC, everyone's just going to hate on you because, you know, it's not the thing. And again, I truly think the movie is appreciated for nostalgia factor. For example, if a movie like that were to come out today featuring LeBron James, would it have the same value? I don't believe so. It was a movie that came out at the right time in the right place, and it happened, and it was part of our childhoods, and it's gone. That was tough. Oh, I forgot. I gotta skip that friggin' door. Stupid. LeBron is true. Bill Murray. Okay, yeah, Bill Murray's fantastic. He was possibly the saving grace as far as the acting in that. And I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying if I had to make a top 100 on nostalgia or actual quality of film, I don't think that would be high up. Let alone probably in my top 100. Where's the damn POW? Damn ghost houses. Well, now you're hating on DC movies? The coins, they're 5, not 3. You know, maybe we have a movie debate night for a weekly dosage. Skip playing a game, just have a round table. Might not be a bad idea. Clear some of our opinions out there and see where everyone stands and piss some people off and have some good engagement in the chat. I think that'd be interesting. And honestly, I've enjoyed pretty much all the DC films. Name some bad ones. I'm curious to see what you say is bad and why. Whew. Oh, whatever. Yes, Wonder Woman was amazing. You know, Superman Returns, that's before the DC Extended Universe. You can't loop Superman Returns into that. That one does not count. I'm talking about the current DCEU. That one if you're counting that one counts as much as Hulk. Not the Incredible Hulk, but Hulk. Oh, stupid. Cutting that one close. There's a secret in this world, too, that I've missed. Go up the thing. Alright. Dark Knight Trilogy was the new hotness. Dark Knight Trilogy is not part of the DCEU either, but it's a DC film nonetheless, and the Dark Knight Trilogy was awesome. Man of Steel was good. So all that counts is Man of Steel, BVS, Justice, and Wonder Woman. Yeah, so there's like 4 or 5 films in the DCEU. Watch Troll. It's probably like me having to watch The Boss Baby or Cars now or Minions. I've seen those movies hundreds of times. I just don't get a chance to see movies in theaters. I watch a lot of movies, but I don't get to go to the theaters often. Film is my favorite thing, so I buy a lot of movies and watch a lot. How did I skip the damn thing? Going too fast for it. Just gotta, you know, I'm still not caught up in Stranger Things. I'm not a good fan. I'm a fan of the show, but I'm not a good fan. Netflix shows are stuff that I'm always behind in. I choose to watch a movie because that's only 2 hours of my time, as opposed to a season binge watching that takes a lot more time, and I don't have an extended amount of time at once. And sure, I could do it over an amount of time, but by then I'm playing games or moving on to something else, another movie or something. So for me, it's quite difficult. Soundtrack for Trolls was amazing. You know, I have Trolls, but I haven't watched it. Well, you know, I watched it in the background at somebody's house once, but I didn't really pay attention to it. That's the one with Justin Timberlake, right? We got Bullet Bill. Oh, come on. I get for trying to skip things. Silly. Kid friendly. Justin Timberlake was Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and that's a thing? I feel like I possibly heard of that. We're gonna need some something better than being small Mario going into this castle, though. Not sure why I got Yoshi, because he can't go into the castle. Fortunately, there's a sequel coming out. Jeez. Hollywood's running out of ideas, to be honest, though. You know, the one thing, I'm going to bring this up now, I want everyone else's opinion, because I don't talk to a lot of people about this. What is everyone's take on shows that have been completed and long gone, or recently completed and gone and done, that are coming back now, like The Trend? So shows making their return. How does everyone feel about that? Damn it. Really needed that. Whew. Wait, you're okay with bringing back The Office? No. Continuation, not a reboot. Yeah, definitely not a reboot. Continuation, maybe, but like continuation where you alter the story, like Prison Break or Roseanne now. The Office would be difficult because I doubt you could get the cast to come back. That is a lot of the reasons I have opposition to these things, because you can't get the same cast or the full cast. If you can't get the cast, why do it? A lot of these people aren't. Yikes. A lot of these people are trying to market a name now. They already ruined The Office enough? Wait, how did they ruin The Office? Dexter? Dexter ended horribly. If you didn't watch it yet, don't waste 8 seasons. Because the show was like, yeah, cool, 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 and the ending was just like, really? I was highly disappointed in the ending of that show. Possibly one of the worst endings to a show ever. Okay, no. I'm not a fan of Roseanne. I'll refrain from getting into any political diatribe here. No, you're kidding, right? He didn't really like the ending. This is a joke, right? Like Eric liked the ending of Dexter? You're kidding. I'd love to ask him why. Oh, I don't want to go in here. This is not where I wanted to go. Still, hey. What? I don't understand. It's not a good ending by any means. It's not a good way to wrap up that character or the plot points or anything. It's cheap. It felt cheap. But hey, to each their own, right? That's what we say. To each their own. That's what I'm saying. Might be the worst ever. To each their own, though. Can't be mad. So we did full circle. If we go back up, we get another section of difficult levels. We're not going to do that, though, because I think it is time to attempt the ultimate challenge here. See if I remember which rooms to go. Definitely not this one. Or maybe this one. That one's not so bad. Oh, this is not the one I wanted. Yeah. But I mean, for characters like that, you gotta have the extra drama. There's no good ending for... This was a difficult pass, so 3 is a good one. 6 was not. 6 was a bad idea. Oh, shit. That was bad. Very bad. Because this part's not easy either. So we're not going to go 3. We never actually got to have that discussion about Lost. We did kind of dive into Lost a little bit when we were having dinner. When you guys came early one night, when we all were sitting around. Lost is easily my favorite show of all time. And there's obviously lots of theories and many debates have been had regarding what happened in that show. Alright, so 3 is good. We're not going to go in 6. Let's go 3 and 7. Yeah, no, that season was... There were dark moments. Again, Dexter was a good show. It was the ending that ruined it. 'Cause trust me, I was hooked on that show. Alright, so we go 7. I think maybe, yeah, we have an episode on shows then, huh? What do you think? God. That's not the one either. 3 and 7 are hard. Or 7 is difficult as well. So 6 and 7 is a no-go. Whoa. The lights mess me up. Frame rate. Oh, it's little Mario. Maybe play Home Improvement. So if I don't chat here for a minute, focusing, I apologize. He takes 6 hits total to defeat. Makes me feel a little bit better. Come on, give me the Mecha Koopas. Thank you. There we go. Now you can't hit him from underneath with the toys. You have to hit him up on top of his head. It's the only way to hit him. Unless there's a glitch. Alright, we're definitely going to need that. It's the final sequence here. 2 more times and I win. He also hits me 2 more times, and I'm pretty much dead. Ah, stupid mistake. We gotta wait for another cycle. Yikes. We did it. Sweet. Beat a game on stream, and I think that's the first. Could have done it earlier, obviously, but I want to give you guys a good taste of the game. Run down nostalgia lane. Show you a variety of some secrets I know in the beginning. Some cool things. We can still do Gunstar Heroes. We tried that during the Sega one. So what have been your guys' thoughts on the Classics Lounge so far? Cool idea. Scrap it and play some new crap. Gunstar Zeros, we got a hater. Is it because Genesis does what Nintendo don't? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kevin's dad said don't mind him. No. Thanks, Alex. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. Yeah, Super Mario World did win the vote over Sonic the Hedgehog for this week's game. I think it was like 71% of the votes were for Super Mario World. So pretty good numbers for it. Sonic fart noise. Play some Zelda. I do have it on the Classic here. The Philips Zelda games. No, I will not be playing those. Those do not count as part of the Zelda universe. Yeah, I'm not gonna play those games. Those games are really bad. One of Gamma. You know, I actually have the animated series on DVD. Just because it was something that was featured during the Super Mario Super Show. I collect that on DVD as well. There was another show I watched as a kid that doesn't hold up well. It still has this nostalgic value, but it's incredibly cheesy. You're gonna consider me like a hater on everything. I don't hate everything. I just admire things in a different folder, if you will, and this is the nostalgia folder as opposed to still holds up folder. So things that hold up are like the movie Alien, right? Old movie. Star Wars. Holds up-ish. Absolutely love Star Wars, but the special effects are rough. But again, for that time, they were amazing. Mario aged way better than Zelda did? Which Zelda, though? Because, like, Link to the Past, I feel, is still solid. Try to watch the Mario cartoon. Oh, Toad was ridiculous. Yeah. That was one of the worst voice actors you could have. I loved Captain N. I wish I could find that cartoon. I have some comics from Captain. Here's your Zelda. There you go for Rob. Super Punch Out. So we also got the Star Fox 2. A lot of good games on here. Unfortunately, this collection is very small. I would have included a lot. Mega Man. I'll play this for a minute, but I am going to wind down the stream here. The little blue dots are save states. The console, just like the NES Classic, has save states. I'm not good at Mega Man, just a heads up. This is just a bonus for everyone. And this is why I don't play games that I'm not good at on stream as well, because I'm very quiet and focused, because I don't know every little, you know, hidden thing or every path that I would need to take. Oh, the frame rate dips. Yeah, don't get me wrong, there's a solid selection of games. It's definitely worth the price tag. I'm glad I snagged one. Like, this system is, you know, amazing. Not mad about it at all. I don't know how to get through here. Any ideas? Oh, that's right. He jumps now. See again? Oh, the Mario cartoon. Okay. I thought you were talking about the game, so I was like, wait a second. Yikes. So next week, I'll be actually returning to the NES. So I'm announcing now to everyone. So make sure you tune in, same spot, same time, because next week I will be playing Kirby's Dream Land on the NES, because we're getting hype and counting down to the new Kirby game coming out for the Switch, which I'm excited for. I know a couple people that are watching right now are probably excited as well. And I'm trying to convince the crew to do a weekly dosage where we all play together, so we can see the differences when we play the game solo and then as a group as well, because you can play up to 4 players. If you play solo, the other players are just AI. From the early reviews, I guess the AI is incredibly smart, and it makes the game somewhat easy, which I'm all for an easy game, so as long as it's fun. Yeah, no Chrono Trigger. Nice. Well, this Friday we're not airing a live episode. It's next Friday. Or do you mean probably next Friday, I'm assuming? Yikes. I'm gonna die because... Oh. Or am I supposed to die? Maybe I'm supposed to die. You worthless piece of scrap metal, did you think you could defeat me? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to die. Yeah, not this Friday, next Friday, for sure. I know you can do it. So yeah, guys. So really, that's going to conclude this week's Classics Lounge, brought to you by DNA, Dose of Nerd Acumen. I want to thank you all for joining me this week as we just kicked back, played some classics this week again on the Super Nintendo. Every week here on Wednesday nights, we host a retro game, mostly of the 8 or 16-bit era. We might even dive into some Atari soon. I have some memories there that I might show off. It might not be just one game, it might be just called Atari Memories, because those games are pretty short. So that might be coming soon. But I want to thank you all for checking it out. Make sure you hit that follow button or subscribe button, whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube. Obviously, you're watching on Facebook. Make sure to check out our group by searching for Dose of Nerd Acumen. Give us a like, and you can also join our group for all the chats and posts and stuff we do. We're also on Twitter, so follow us at nerd_acumen. Find us on Instagram as Dose of Nerd Acumen, where we post a lot of fun photos and behind-the-scenes stuff. We're going to try to keep posting there too if you guys keep following us. We play every weeknight. We have some streams going on the weekends now too, special events featuring Locksteady and Company. But he's also available every Monday night at 8:30. He's been playing Uncharted, but he finished that and played some Tesla Grad this week. Next week he'll probably play something new. I'm going to play some E.T. You know, I might show off E.T. for a second just because it's comical. But yeah, thanks for watching, Kate. Every Tuesday, we've had Andrea Lana. She's been taking a break, trying to get over this damn flu. So we've been just kind of having a variety of things happening. Last night, we did our first ever group stream as DNA on separate locations. Had a simulcast, if you will. Somebody was on Facebook, somebody was on Twitch, and then somebody was on YouTube. And we each had our own unique streams, and then Eric the Dead is going to throw it all together and make some cool edit for us. So be on the lookout for that on YouTube, as well as maybe in a rerun on Twitch. Every Wednesday night again is me with the Classics Lounge, and then every Thursday night lately has been Eric the Dead playing some Monster Hunter. And the most important thing of all for you to watch is every Friday night, the weekly dosage. With all of us, we come together as a group. We each rotate, picking a game, showing off, trying to sell each other on a game. Last week we had a lot of fun. But this week, most importantly, check it out as it's not live. We're airing a pre-recorded one with Mari Zero. Zero? That's a new word. Zero. Mari O. It's the Portal mod. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And just stay tuned. Follow us because we got some really cool content coming up. But again, thank you all for checking out my stream. And I'll see you guys all next week on Classics Lounge. Until then, keep gaming.